Hey, what's up, New Zealand and the world? Lucas Gorman's Kiwi Voice here in beautiful Aberley Park here in St Albans, Christchurch. I'm going to do some more breathing. Super looking forward to it. I look forward to this every single day, sometimes twice a day. We're going to cover off what we actually did in my very first breathwork video. But give it a little bit of variation. So it's based on the Wim-Hoff method. But we have to say that the best way to get the most out of this is to actually warm up first. So I've been for an hour's walk, whether you want to go for a little run or whether you want to just do some deep breathing as you walk around the house, whatever works for you to get the body prepared to get the best out of this and get the most effect. We're going to do a little bit of breath warming up before we get into the actual rounds of 30 of Wim Hof. And then we're going to finish off with a very short meditation as well. So beautiful winter's day, perfect time for it. Just do what suits you. Don't worry if you haven't got the exact number. Don't worry if you haven't got the exact method right. Just as long as you're deep breathing, as long as you're bringing beautiful oxygen into your body, you're completely and utterly fine. And when it gets to the holds as well, again, just hold as long as you can, whatever's comfortable for you. There is no exactness about this. It's really just about enjoying breathing. Where you can, get outside, get amongst it. So let's start off with our warm-up. Let's get into it. So make sure you're supremely comfortable. Adjust yourself. Simple cross-legged pose, how I am now. Sitting on a chair, however you like. What we're doing here is 20 breaths through the nose. Deep breaths, but don't force. Doesn't have to be all the way. Just what you feel comfortable with, but nice and deep. Deeper than your regular breath. We're going to go through 20 of these. Now this is where the warm-up part takes place. Essentially it's opening all those airwaves. It's making your body ready to accept the further levels of oxygen and breath that you're going to be taking in. So 20 of these, peacefully in and peacefully out. This also starts the relaxation part of this sequence. So 20 breaths. As you're going through this first series of breaths, make any little adjustments necessary with your position to make sure you're supremely comfortable. Take this time to settle in. Settle in with the comfort, settle in with the acceptance of the breath. Should be nice and relaxed now. We're going to head into our first round of 30 Wim Hof method deep breaths through the... Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now it's in as deep as you can with a little bit of speed, but again, don't force. Right into the belly. Nice and deep through the mouth. Now the exhale is a release. Don't force. Just release. If you need to move your body forwards, upwards or downwards to stay in rhythm of the breath, then by all means do so. If it feels good to wrap your hands along your legs in your seating position, and rhythm with your breath, by all means do so. The initial 20 through the nose breaths should put you in a better position to get through that period at the 10th or 11th inhale, where things feel like a little difficult. Me personally, by the time we get to around 15, it's all going, and the ultimate relaxation kicks in. At the end of this round of 30, we're going to be holding on the exhale. So 3/4 of the way out, roughly, maybe 80%, then hold upwards to a minute, but just whatever you can. Doing really, really well. We're almost at the end of our first round. And on the exhale, long, soft, get comfortable and hold. You shouldn't feel any real discomfort and desire to breathe back in. If you've got this right, your hold should be easy. This is where the brain may well release small amounts of DMT. For me, it washes all over my body, both arms, both legs, as I hold, focusing inward. Just a little adjustment here. By all means, make any adjustments at any stage, and we're on to round 2. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Remember, put a bit of extra effort in the inhale right down to the belly. Feel it wash over your chest, feed into your belly. The exhale is a release, no force. Just a natural release. Again, you may be finding this difficult. You may get a little lightheaded. If it's too much for you, stop. No problem. But the lightheadedness is normal. The lightness in your hands that may come is also normal. Feel it wash over as we continue through the body. Feel the peace. You've done amazingly well. Keep it going. Payoff is close, and you would have earned it. A few more now. Coming to the end, and 3/4 of the way out, and hold. Again, if you've done this right, you should feel ultimate relaxation wash over your body. Everyone's physiology is different and feels slightly different for every person. While you hold, focus inward. This will help to start clearing the mind for the upcoming meditation. If you're outside like me, focus on the nature sounds around you. And out. So now, that's 2 lots of 30. We're going to head into our last lot of 10. That's 2. And 3. If you feel comfortable, put extra effort into these, and on the exhale, make them slightly longer. And
what you had done in your first 2 sets of 30. Again, release, but slightly longer. Just 10 here. But again, if you've done it right, you should get the same effect. And hold. As I say, the hold is as long as you're comfortable with. There is nothing wrong with starting breath again earlier than the 45 seconds or minute, or just whatever's your body is telling you. Utter peace.
Now take a moment to get your regular breath back. Before making sure that you're still comfortable readjusting. Slowing things down a bit. Before closing the eyes again. And we're going to head into sets of 20, then 10 deep breaths through the nose before heading into a short meditation. Again, this is much better if you're outside, my opinion, but it doesn't matter if you're inside as long as you're breathing. Let's get back into it.
So calm, comfortable breath through the nose. Not a full, deep, belly-filling breath as you had done with the Wim Hof, but definitely deeper than your normal breath. Feel the breath fill the chest and creep down into the belly. 20 of these. There should be almost zero effort in this, but deeper than standard resting breath. This regulates the body and the breath back to a more resting period after the effort of the Wim Hof deep mouth breaths. And again will set you up for further inner exploration during meditation. If you follow to this point, I'm sure you're feeling utter peace and relaxation. The outside vibes absolutely add to it for me. Just nature, yourself, in peace. So we're going through 20 here, remember, 20 nasal breaths. As the birds come to visit and the world passes by. Nothing to do but breathe.
So that's 20. By now you should be feeling back into some sort of normality. If you're a little lightheaded, that's completely and utterly okay. We're going to do one more set of 10 before moving into meditation. If you're feeling at all uncomfortable, by all means adjust. You can sit in simple cross-legged pose like this. Feel free to sit in an armchair, or if you're not there already and that seems like a more comfortable option, move there. I often like to sit in what's called cobbler's pose. which is like this. Soles of the feet together. Whatever's comfortable for you. The breaths may be deep, but they shouldn't be uncomfortable. 10 more.
The position that I'm holding my hands is what's called meditation pose. It's meant to symbolize the opening of your third eye. But feel free to rest your hands any way you see fit. Does not have to be cobbler's pose. Your hands don't have to be in meditation pose. They can be wherever you like. Just 10 breaths here as we set ourselves up for the final phase of meditation. Enjoy.
Into the meditation. Again, if you need to readjust, get back into cross-legged pose on the chair, doesn't matter. Now you're going to focus on your normal breath. If you haven't meditated before, all it is, we're going to focus on mindfulness meditation, and that just requires focus on your breath and clearing the mind. If thoughts are coming to your head, what you're going to do today, what you're going to do next, anything like that at all, anything that isn't just clarity and your breath, compartmentalize it and push it aside. Come back to the breath. If your mind wanders again, come back to the breath. Let's do this for 3 minutes. As I say, if you haven't meditated before and you do want to try this, then it's really, really simple. As you breathe, focus on the feeling of your breath entering the body through the nose and gently exiting Focus on
the body through the nose. As your mind may wander, this is normal, absolutely normal, but just bring it back to the breath. Don't get frustrated at yourself, just keep bringing it back to the breath. Both the feeling of it entering your body through the nose and exiting the body through the nose. If it's easier for you to focus on the sound of the breath, that's fine too. Or beautiful music, this is fine too. The key here is to focus inwards. All you should be seeing and feeling and hearing is your breath. If your mind wanders, bring it back. As you keep a regular, steady rhythm of breath, and there should be absolutely zero effort in this breath. Stop talking now and let the meditation do its job.
Now we're going to finish things off by injecting a little bit of energy into this with a short breath of fire sequence. So on the inhale, halfway in on the inhale, we're going to speed things up and continue to breathe through the nose. So halfway in. Come back to normal. Regulate. Close with a chant, which I like. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Namaste. Take stock now. How do you feel? I feel like $1 million personally in the middle of Aberley Park, as birds are everywhere. Other humans are enjoying the outdoors. I can hear them around the place. It just never ceases to just make everything absolutely better. There's no place I'd rather be right now than where I am doing what I'm doing. Thanks everyone for taking the time to go through this sequence. Let me know in the comments below if it's something that helps you. I do this shit every day. I absolutely love it. Stay safe, stay free. We'll see you again real soon. Namaste.